Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Nerd Bites Weekly Show. I am your host, DC. Joining per usual is my co-host, Jen. What's up, Jen?
Not much, not much. How are you?
I am okay. I'm a little tired. My knee hurts.
Oh,
Yeah, but
what'd you do to it?
what? You're a little low, by the way. But what'd you ask?
Oh, what'd you do to it?
I think just existing.
Well, yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, I'm old now, so yeah, just kind of happens. But yeah, it's been a while since we've had a show. Sorry for the delay. Sorry for the delay tonight too. I had to take out my puppers. But yeah, we've been really busy. I think mostly for good things. Kentucky made it to the Sweet 16 in basketball. Our Cats did, so we were very happy about that, and we were watching that happen. Wish they could have made it further, but yeah,
At least Duke didn't win.
exactly.
So, yep.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Florida did win somehow.
Yeah.
Um, shouldn't have. Houston was up the whole game, but
Mm.
sports ball. This is not a sports podcast. We just had to get that out of the way real quick. Um, yeah. So I think the last show we had was the LexCon preview show. So why don't we talk a little bit about LexCon and our experience at LexCon?
Yeah. Oh my God, I had so much fun just seeing people, meeting people, you know, be it other artists or patrons of the event. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of like cool people there this year.
Yeah, it was good. Um,
Hmm.
I had a good time. Mostly just hanging out with the homies.
Yeah.
Uh, I didn't really. I'm trying to see. I was gonna go for one interview with the voice actor of Cell, but unfortunately didn't work out. He was all for it, but it just the timing didn't work out. Damon Clark or whatever his name is.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I have to try to catch him in another con. So that kind of sucked because he's like one of the last big DBZ people I haven't interviewed.
Mm.
So, um, but yeah, your table did well, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah, it went great. Sold some jackets. You know, I couldn't couldn't hope for more. So
Okay. Yeah. Good.
I got another booth for next year. So they
Hey,
dropped the I
already. Let's go.
think they dropped the sales Monday or something. Wednesday maybe. I can't
Oh
remember.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying they can't hear you hardly at all. So I don't know if you can get your mic a
Okay.
little closer or turn your mic up, maybe.
Let me see if I can't fix that for you guys.
Yeah, maybe the gain or something like that. Could also be a Discord setting. I think you can turn your volume up on yourself. Hawk says, "Speak up for the people in the back." Uh, now I can't hear you at all. Just FYI.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, there's that gain. There you go.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Now we can hear you.
All right. There we go. I turned the knob the wrong way. Just FYI.
Maybe down just a smidge, just a smidge, just a smidge. You're hitting the red. Now say something.
Hello.
Little higher.
Your mom's a hoe.
Little higher.
Your mom's a hoe.
That's perfect. We got it.
All right. Love it.
We got it.
Perfect.
We got it. So Halk's
Gotta
here.
love it.
Uh, best friend of the show. Mike is here. What's up, guys? Halk was at LexCon with me. At least for one of the
Okay.
days. So
Cool.
we had a good time. He didn't go eat with us because he only went for Saturday, I believe, and he or was it just Friday you went? I can't remember, Halk. Uh, but anyway, regardless, we had Winchell's twice because of course we did. Uh,
Mhm.
we went for dinner at Joe B's.
Oh, solid place.
Yeah, it's very solid. Even under new
Hmm.
management, the stuff's still the same, which is good.
Hmm.
I'm not talking GalaxyCon. I was talking about yeah, LexCon. But yeah, Saturday. Good, good, good. Um, yeah, but we missed a lot in our absence uh from Nerd Bites Weekly. There's a lot to talk about. I made a
Hmm.
brief list just because the things I want to talk about, I feel like we go in depth pretty hard on. But I think the big thing was the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal.
Yep. What are your thoughts?
I am excited because I'm a Nintendo fanboy.
Mm-hmm.
I wish there was more launch titles,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing that got me and the reason I'm going to get it is the Nintendo GameCube games. The fact that we get
Mm-hmm.
GameCube games on Switch Online, I gotta have one. I just have to.
Yep.
So
Sorry, go on.
no, go.
Oh, what are your thoughts on the prices of the games?
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about next.
Oh, I was like,
Uh,
because it's a very polarizing subject, I feel.
yeah. So
So,
the cost of the console itself is way too high. I mean,
mhm.
you could get a Steam Deck for the same price pretty much, and you're gonna get like twice the hardware that you're getting in a Switch 2. Now, what you're not getting with the Switch 2 is, unless you're a pirate, um, is the exclusives. Um, and like the big thing for me is Mario Kart. I mean, it's been how many years since we've gotten an actual new Mario Kart?
True.
Because
It's been a while.
we had the Wii U version, and then we had the same version on the Switch. We didn't get a new
Mm-hmm.
one. So it's just, more characters or whatever, but it was the same Mario Kart. So that
Mm-hmm.
really is a big one for me. Plus, I really like the look of the Donkey Kong game. I think it looks like a lot of fun,
Mm-hmm.
despite uh, despite the goofy look that Donkey Kong has now. I don't know what the choice there was for that.
He does look a bit gooberish.
Gooberish is a good way to put it.
Goober.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the whole thing?
I think the games are overpriced. I think the console's overpriced. I guess you got to go with the inflation, and whatnot, so on and so forth. So we're gonna see some increase. I just think that it's a bit much, but I will probably get it because, like you, I'm a Nintendo lover. I have the GameCube, I have the Switch, I have all the Game Boys saved up, so
Yep.
so we'll probably get it just due to nostalgia purposes. Um, but yeah, so
Yeah. Are you gonna pre-order it? I know there's a big kerfuffle with that too because it's like because of the tariffs right now, they're not even doing pre-orders yet. So
yeah, probably not, but just due to the fact that we'll get it eventually, there'll be more coming
so
out.
I worry about that because Nintendo is notorious for not releasing enough product for how many people actually want them.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, think back like with the Wii, think back with the Switch. Like those were hard to get
That's
for a
right.
long time.
I forgot because we found one of the last Switches at Target when it
Hmm.
came out during
Even
COVID or right before COVID or something. I
yeah,
think.
even the Wii. Well, no, Switch has been out a while, I think, but
Yeah, or maybe it's something
it was
else.
the Switch Lite. I think you're thinking of because a lot of people were
Oh, that's
buying the Switch Lites because of they wanted to play Animal Crossing during the pandemic.
right. That's right. That's right. Because we got one of the last Animal Crossing lights then. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Um, but Nintendo's always been short supply with their hardware, which is very problematic. They do it to create false like want, and it just honestly all it does is make the scalper market higher, which is
Yeah.
so frustrating to me. Um, so I wish they would stop doing that because I'm with
Mm,
you. I probably wouldn't get it right away. I
mm,
probably wouldn't pre-order it if it weren't for like the fact that I might not get it until like just before Christmas, maybe,
right. Right.
which would
No,
suck.
but that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
fair.
Hauk says, or not Hauk. Mike says console price is fair, games are too much. Hauk says these Nintendo games at $80 to $100 are wacky. I don't think I saw any that are $100. The highest one is 80, and that was Mario Kart. And there was a couple more, I think, at the 80 price range.
Hmm.
Some of them are still just 70, which is like the new norm, unfortunately, for a price tag on games.
Hmm.
But I don't think this is just Nintendo just doing this. I think this is unfortunately going to be the new norm for bigger titles, bigger name titles. I think we're going to get into the 80 to $100
Hmm.
range. I think we talked about this on a couple of previous shows about GTA, but I truly believe GTA is going to be $100. I think it just is.
I it wouldn't surprise me if this is the new norm. If they're setting the new standard,
Yeah.
for sure.
There were a couple of surprises though at the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal, because not only did we get a full hardware reveal, which we'd had before, but we got the games, like what the games are going to be, and we got
Mhm.
a exclusive FromSoft game
Ooh.
on Nintendo Switch. It's the vampire one. It's like, I forget the name of it, but it's basically like, when I saw it, I thought it was Bloodborne 2. I was watching with Dan, who I went to Colorado with, and we were watching it, and we're like, dude, this looks like Bloodborne 2. And it ended up being a FromSoft game, but it was a brand new IP from FromSoft, which was like a vampire game. I can't remember the name of it. But that was very surprising to see.
Hmm.
And we did get we get some Metroid Prime gameplay, which I was very excited about.
Ooh. That's exciting.
I mean, it's been a long time coming. We've been waiting. We skipped an entire generation of consoles and still haven't gotten a Metroid Prime
True.
game. So, the
Is it
Mario.
Vampire?
What'd you say?
Is it Vampire Survivors? Is that the game?
No. Oh, I forget the
Yeah.
name
Okay.
of it. Hold on, let's look.
I'm interested to look into that.
FromSoft Nintendo Switch game.
Dusk Bloods.
The Dusk Bloods. That's it. Yep.
I'll take a peep into that.
Yeah, it looks really good. I mean, I don't like FromSoft games, like, just in general.
Uh-huh.
I just don't like the way they play. They look really pretty, and I like the concepts, but Halk says, I'll need a new Switch. Mine is making a crazy loud noise in the cooling fans. Oof.
Ooh.
I've had mine since basically launch. And the battery on it is basically non-existent. I could definitely use an upgrade. So, yeah, that's another reason. I'm just ready to upgrade.
I haven't used my handheld version of the Switch in forever. I always just take the consoles out and play on the TV.
Oh, you always do the dock?
Yeah.
See, I never play my Switch on the TV, ever.
Mm.
But I have a PlayStation 5, and I just, if I want to play a console game like on the TV, I play on my PlayStation.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hawk says, gotta run, watch a movie with the wife. I'll check out your VOD later. All right, thanks, Hawk. Love you, bud. We'll see you soon. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so obviously I think, there's a big outrage with the price points. Very much expected. I think that's not going to deter people from buying it, though. I think that's the thing. I think people are going to buy it regardless.
Yeah. They probably will.
Me included.
Market. There's a market out there. Listen.
I hate that I'm the market, but here we are.
It's okay. You could be in the market for bad things, though.
That's true.
So.
I mean, Nintendo does have good quality for the most part. Mm-hmm. So, if I'm going to give someone my money, at least I know I'm getting some quality out of it. Yeah, but I don't know. They showed off some Pokemon as well, a little bit more of the Z series game, yes. But it doesn't come out until next year.
Sorry, motorcycle.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, it doesn't come out till first quarter next year, so that's kind of a bummer.
Ew.
And then it's kind of weird that not all Switch games are backwards compatible with the Switch 2.
That is weird.
There's a list, but not all of them.
Ew.
Yeah. So those are my takeaways. I was excited while watching it because we got to see Metroid. We got to see the new Donkey Kong game, which looks fun. We got to see some Mario Kart gameplay, which looks really, really good. Yeah, so overall, I'm pretty happy. New Kirby game, too.
Kirby?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
Poyo.
I'm a big Kirby fan.
What's your favorite Kirby game?
I like the first one, like the Nintendo 64 one.
Oh, what's that called?
It was like
Superstar
Dreamstar.
or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that, where he goes around from planet to planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the polygonal, like very like silly, you know.
Yeah.
It's nostalgic, I think.
No, it's a
It
really fun game.
was very frustrating from time to time, but it's fine.
I feel you there. So on the entire way, so I took a trip to Colorado for a wedding, as I mentioned with Dan, and my wife, and I played, uh, I played Fire Emblem Engage pretty much the entire time.
Oh,
I was trying to beat it. I didn't because I'm playing on hard mode. And I also play if your units die, they die for real. Like you don't get them back.
mm-hmm.
So and I never want to let my units die, so I just kept having to start. Like I spent legitimately 10 hours trying to beat one level.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I I feel that, but mine's always on easy. So I think it's just slip of the thumb
I'm
with
a
me, or I swallow the wrong character. So
I'm a big Fire Emblem guy. I've played most of the games. So I'm a veteran,
mm.
and if I play on easy, it feels too easy.
Oh,
So
I gotcha.
yeah, but hard Engage is like probably the hardest Fire Emblem I've ever played.
Mm.
That thing's real hard, but it's good. It's really good. But we'll get to what we're playing later. I want to end the show with what we're playing, what we're watching. So stay tuned for that. There's
Yep.
other things we need to talk about. So there was
Yes.
a Magic the Gathering Secret Lair drop on April Fool's Day, for Deadpool.
Was it real or was it
No, it was real.
a
It was real.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
On April Fool's Day, and my buddy bought a couple of them, and the cards are beautiful. There's a Gwenpool card with Jeff, the baby land shark, and I was like, I will
Oh,
buy it from you, and he's like, don't worry about it, I got multiple copies, I got you. And I was like,
oh, good.
my guy.
Oh.
So I'm stoked for that. I'm not gonna play with it. I'm just gonna put it on my wall because I love
You should.
Gwenpool.
I want to see it when it comes in.
I'll show you. I'll show you. Yeah, actually, I can show you a picture of it. Are you watching the stream right now, though, or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on just a second.
I am. I is.
Let's see. This is a really terrible picture. It's just someone's picture. But it's called Harmless Offering, and here it is. Here's Gwenpool with Jeff the Baby Land Shark.
Yay. Him
Yeah.
such a fierce puppy shark. Goodness.
You've been playing Marvel Rivals still a little bit?
A little. I've been taking a back seat recently just because of life has gotten hectic on me. But
I understand.
I'll pick it back up eventually.
Gotcha.
One of these days it'll happen, I promise.
I haven't played since like just after Christmas.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I slowed down probably early February, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
when
I
they,
was starting to get ready for convention stuff.
right whenever they added the Fantastic Four characters, I dipped out.
Hmm. Yeah. And then I heard that shoot the girl in the Fantastic Four's got a new skin or
Oh,
something last month. Last month? Can't remember.
are you Invisible Woman? What's her name? Sue Storm?
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Gotcha.
But I was like, oh, interesting. Okay.
Let's talk about I don't think we didn't talk about the finale of Severance yet on the show, have we?
We haven't talked about that. We haven't talked about White Lotus. Have you been watching that?
I am like 4 episodes into White Lotus.
Okay, so I'll zip my lips for that one.
I
But
will
yeah, what
by the next show I'll catch up.
I have a question. Did you like the end of Severance? Not the end, but the end of the last episode, I guess.
I mean, no, because I don't want that massive cliffhanger, but yes, it also is a really good ending to the season. Surprised they left it on that massive of a cliffhanger.
I feel like that there's still so many ends to tie up though. Like I feel like
Yeah.
every theory I hear that I like theorize myself, I'm just like, I'm almost there, but I can't quite piece the ends together.
I just hope
So
it's not like Lost, where Lost was such an amazing show for so many seasons, and then it just came to a screeching, terrible halt.
yeah.
Uh, I mean, Lost, Once Upon a Time was my favorite show ever. Um, and then the last couple seasons were just not. They didn't go anywhere, and then it ended. So, just real big bummer. But this show does a lot of what Lost did, where it makes me really care about these characters.
Yeah, you get invested in their lives and you feel like they're like, because I feel like they're so real. Like there's like real people in your life that you can kind of like correlate to them.
For sure.
Oh,
And again,
but yeah.
cinematography is probably some of the best, if not the best, I've ever seen in TV history. Um, just top tier sci-fi, top tier TV.
Yeah.
It's creeping on top 10 territory of all time for me. I mean, just it's. I know it's only been 2 seasons, but right, or is it 3 seasons?
I think they're I don't know. I'm not sure.
No,
I
I
think
think
there's
it's
three.
two. Is there three?
Two.
Okay,
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
let's look.
One or the other. More than one, less than five.
So it was 2 seasons. So
Okay, 2 seasons.
yep, third season I assume is being made currently or something.
I believe Apple has re-upped Severance for another season.
Well, yeah, I'd hope so, considering the fact they claim it to be the most popular TV show of all time.
True.
Which I don't know
I
how
mean,
much
that's
I
why
believe that.
that's why we got Apple TV was to watch Severance specifically. So,
Yeah, I will say it
and
is. Go ahead.
and I was just saying, and Kate Blanchett is in everything on Apple TV, and I love her. So that's saying quite a bit.
So
Except Severance.
there's two big positives I want to say for Apple TV.
Mhm.
The content is truly original.
Mhm.
Although there's not a ton of it, like what you get is very high quality, and
Mhm.
it's just they're kind of the kings of sci-fi right now. I mean, they have so many good sci-fi properties. Um, Silo, I've been loving. I'm like 4 episodes into that.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's really good, really good. There's a new sci-fi show coming out with Skarsgård in it as the main character, called like a robot something or another. It was just the trailer
Oh.
just came out the other day, and apparently it's coming out like really soon.
Ooh.
Murderbot
Bought.
premieres May 16th, so just over a month away.
Interesting.
So yeah, and also it's coming in really handy right now too, because I'm a huge baseball fan and there's a lot of exclusive games on Apple TV Plus.
True.
So that actually works out for me.
Hey, I get it. We have the whole like F1 channel on TV now because we love F1 here.
Nice, nice.
So, but
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, so something I wanted to talk about, there's been a lot of TV, a lot of good TV. Feels like we're going through a TV renaissance after a big dry period for such a long time. We had really high highs, but we didn't have like consistent TV for like 2 years because of the strikes.
Right.
Now it feels like we're really starting to hit our stride again, because I mean, we've had Invincible, which was incredible. Severance was incredible. Um, you've got this Murderbot show coming out. You've got Andor season 2 about to come out. You've got The Last of Us season 2, which comes out Sunday. You've had Daredevil Born Again, which has been really freaking good. Like I'm missing something that's like about to come out, or there's the like in June, I believe there's a new Predator animated TV show that looks really freaking good on Hulu/Disney Plus.
Sounds good.
Yeah, there's just been a lot of good TV and a lot more on the horizon. And like I said, it just feels like a a TV renaissance. Is there?
Yeah, I mean, we're looking forward to watching Black Mirror. They
Oh.
dropped that yesterday, I think.
Yesterday,
So,
that's one I was going to talk about. I watched the first 3 episodes. Really loved episode 1.
okay.
Liked episode 2. Episode 3, I'm kind of like on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have they just dropped 3 episodes?
No, it's
Is
all
that
on
what
there.
they're?
It's all on there.
Okay,
6.
cool.
Yeah, so I'll
Nice.
probably finish watching that tonight.
So we're planning on starting it after the show ends. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, we're excited to watch that. I was super sad to see White Lotus season 3, the ending, because I really wanted to finish. I really wanted more from that season,
So it
but
ended,
it
huh?
ended.
It already ended. There's
Ended.
another
It's
one.
done.
Another one I failed to mention was White Lotus. So
It's I like the ending, but I know a lot of people didn't. So, and they're right for their own opinion.
so is that the
Right.
end of the show or just the season?
No, just the season. So
Okay.
each season it takes you around like a
Yeah.
different White Lotus hotel,
Yeah, I
and
know.
it follows stories. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so very
Okay.
upset to see. Excuse you. Sorry, my dog just burped. I don't know if anyone heard that into the microphone.
I get it. My dogs have been in here fighting and yelping, so it is what it is.
It wasn't me, I promise.
Koran says, "Why you look like you're hidden in shadows?" Maybe I am, bro. What's up? I get to see. I got to hang out with Koran at LexCon. Good friend of the
Yeah.
show. Go everybody listen to the Friends with Benefits podcast. Really good friend of mine. We're gonna hang out tomorrow. We're gonna eat Winchell's. Let's go.
Ooh.
That's our
And
spot.
then you guys are seeing a movie after that, right? Did I read that right?
Yes. Well, he's not because he's a baby back bitch. But
Oh,
yeah. But we are gonna go see. I was gonna talk about that actually. We're a couple of us are gonna go see Warfare, which this movie. Okay, this movie has been completely under the radar. Alex Garland is legitimately my favorite director, and I didn't even know about this movie, and he helped direct it.
I wonder if he kept it under wraps for a reason. I don't know. It's an odd one.
He says I had plans already. Yeah, that's what they all say. But so this one, I didn't even watch a trailer for it. I just saw the synopsis or whatever, brief synopsis. It's made by someone who took a tour or a couple tours. It was a former soldier in in Iraq, and it follows the war in Iraq. Like this group of soldiers in Iraq, like just their platoon or whatever, and like it's gotten like a 94% approval rating from critics and like 96 from users. So yeah, I to say I'm excited is an understatement. They're saying though it's like the horrors of war on crack. Like you're gonna be a pacifist after you watch this movie. Like you're gonna hate war. You're not gonna want to watch war movies. So that's yeah.
Wow. Interesting. I have to see that.
Koran says I saw someone on Reddit call Warfare a horror movie, and I was very confused by that. Well, I mean, war is horror, so like it really is. It's real horror. Some movie I watched
True.
a couple years ago that won a bunch of BAFTAs and Oscars was a remake of an old movie about World War One, trench warfare, on Netflix, and it really does an amazing job of. I'm gonna kill my dog. It really does an amazing job of showing the horrors of war and making you feel like wow, this is the shittiest thing of all time. So I wonder how it's going to compare to that. I wish I could remember. All Quiet on the Western Front.
Oh,
Yep, very very amazing movie. Everyone should watch it.
adding that to the watch list.
Mm-hmm. But again, haunting. It's very haunting. It's not. It's like the opposite of a good time, but in a good way. Um.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm very excited to see this. Like I said, Alex Garland is my favorite director. He co-directs it, so yeah, can't wait.
Very nice.
You seen any movies lately?
Movies. Let me think.
Doesn't have to be new.
I know, but have we watched? I feel like we've watched a lot of TV recently. I've watched, what is it? The Good Family about Natalia Grace,
Ooh, okay.
the orphan turned adopted
Uh huh.
child who, yeah, went through that whole issue with her adopted parents and still kind of ongoing. Um, let's see,
Yeah,
I've
I
watched.
watched the original documentary about that, The Curious Case of
Mhm.
Natalia Grace.
Yeah, with her dad.
Yeah,
Her dad's weird. I'm sure her mom's just as weird, but her dad is
I think
like
they're both
out
weird. I
there.
think Natalia's weird too. I think there's just
Mhm.
like,
Well, when you're brought up in a society that shuns you and locks you in an apartment at 8 years old, like that's like I'd turn out weird. I'm weird now, and I
well,
I wasn't locked in an
here's the
apartment.
thing. I think they're both liars. So I don't know what to believe. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
true.
I don't like
Hmm.
there's probably some half truths in there. There's
Mm,
probably I'm probably not raised right, like regardless, but I want to know how much of that
yeah,
is like fully true. Because if it
yeah.
were fully true, why is that guy not in prison already?
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
True.
Like
True. Fair.
uh
Because he was acquitted, and then his wife was dismissed. I think the court dismissed her.
yeah, yeah.
So.
Mike says, "Where's my backstory?" So I want to talk about this too. Uh, Actually, it's on my character sheet, Mike. Like I think it's, it's not super long, but it's got everything that I think we need, especially because we're doing a session 0 or a level 0. So we're Mike is running a Obojima D&D campaign. So, and if you're not familiar with it, it's basically Studio Ghibli Legend of Zelda inspired D&D campaign that these people had crowdfunded. And man, we're so excited to do it. We're going to run it bi-weekly. Our first session we're going to have ramen and tea, and yeah, it's going to be great.
Cute.
I'm running what's called a Red Dara, which is a little short guy. Um, they're really interesting. They are like basically reincarnated, but like it's hard to describe. They're not necessarily reincarnated. They're born from the earth, and when they
Mhm.
go and they can look around for um, like these markings on trees and such that basically carry the all the previous knowledge and life cycle of a Dara before them, and if they touch it, they gain all of that.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's
very
really
nice.
cool dynamic. It's just a lot of whimsical stuff. Like there's a spirit world, and
Hmm.
it's not combat focused at all. Like you should like try
Hmm.
to avoid combat type deal. It's very role play heavy.
Oh,
Yeah, so very excited about that. Can't wait.
that'll be
Our
fun.
Yeah, our first session is next Saturday, so I'm stoked about that.
Cool. Nice. It'll be fun.
Yep. And he says, and you play with flowers. Yeah, I'm gonna be what's called a petal druid, which is basically like Envision Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender, but instead
Yeah.
of air with petals, like Sakura tree
Flowers.
petals. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's so cute.
freaking cool.
Oh, I love it.
So yeah, stoked for that.
Mm.
If it goes well, I might commission you to make a drawing of some of our characters, our group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I still need to do that one that you asked me to do a month ago,
Oh well,
but
yeah.
I'll
That's
work on
that's
it.
kind of for
Yeah.
both of us. So don't whatever
It's coming.
Yeah, whenever you can. Yeah. Spoiler alert. Where you can buy these mugs. Uh, there might be a neat design on a T-shirt coming soon from our very own co-host Jen right here. So, just stay tuned for that. It's pretty special if it works out.
It should. It should. I have the plan in my head. I just have to put it on digital paper.
I got you. I got you. Um, but yeah, excited for Obojima. But going back a little bit, we talked about Natalia Grace. What else you been watching?
Let's see, RuPaul's Drag Race. Big fan of that.
Where's
So
Matt Lindsay when you need him?
obvious. Not here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Outside that, we just did a lot of Formula One, getting geared up for that. They're on their third race this weekend
Nice.
in Abu Dhabi, I think.
Do you have a particular
Should
driver or a couple drivers you really like?
I do. I really like Nico Hulkenberg, even
Okay.
though he's not very good, but he's good in spirit. He's good enough to be there. And
You
that's all
like
that
him because he's
matters.
handsome?
Yeah, I do. And then I really like Lando Norris because he's like a little like cute. He's like my little brother. I just want to like keep him safe.
Lando's a
I
really
like
cool name, and I'm kind of jealous that I don't have that name. Like Lando
Yeah.
Calrissian, what's not to love?
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah,
But yeah, no. So those two are two of my faves. But yeah,
nice.
not too much really. I was trying to. It's really just been yard work for me. Trying to get the yard de-winterized, get all the bushes up,
Speaking of
de-rooting,
which,
and
I got to fucking mow tomorrow, and I dread it. Oh, I dread
we
it.
need to.
First mow of the
We
year.
need to. Well, I'm surprised you've lasted that long because we've mowed probably 2 times this year,
It's
but
been
we
too.
needed it.
It's been too wet. Like it's drowned
Mhm.
out the growth because it's been so wet. It's either been
Mhm.
completely dry for a long time, so the grass can't grow, or it's just dumped
Mhm.
water, so the grass can't grow.
Well, it rained so much last weekend that like all the mulch we put in last year is all like flooded into the yard. Like we don't have
Oof,
any in the flower beds anymore, so we have to figure out something
brutal.
something to do with that. But yeah.
I hate living on a slope, but there is one advantage of living on a slope, and that is
Mm,
that you don't get flooded. Like it just goes down the hillside. Don't worry about it.
true. True, true.
Uh oh, Mike, you're thinking about playing Sunday? You should come play. I've got a new Dragons deck that I wanna try out with you guys. I tried it against Dan. So that's another thing that happened. The new Tarkir set, I can't remember the full name of it, but there's a new Tarkir set in Magic the Gathering that just came out, and I got a new starter deck, and it's kind of bonkers good.
Oh,
For a starter deck, it's probably the best out of the box starter deck I've ever gotten. So yeah, excited to pilot that some more. We're gonna play some Magic Sunday, so I'm excited for that too. Yeah. Got any weekend plans?
and like I said, yard work. The Last of Us on Sunday.
Hell
I'm throwing a
yeah.
little party for that, and by party I mean it's just for me.
Hey, party for one is the best.
That's right. Like for White Lotus, the past few Sundays we've had pho, even though it's not Thai food, but it's either pho or curry. We've had curry.
Ooh.
So, and I don't know what we're gonna do for The Last of Us. Maybe we'll get barbecue and kind of like pretend like we're eating people or something.
What?
Just like a theme
Trying to
type
think of like,
event.
I've played both Last of Us games. I don't really remember anyone
Mhm.
eating in either of them.
Oh, it was like a play on the zombies.
No, I get it. I'm just saying.
Hmm.
I don't think I remember anyone
Oh.
eating in the games. Like all the first aid you do is like first aid kits and
Hmm.
like
Yeah, that's true. Well, I think they were talking about, yeah, no, they ate sandwiches and stuff in the show in the first season.
yeah, in the show like they even had like they had the garden and stuff with Bill and
Hmm.
uh
Frank.
Frank. Yeah. Which is still funny to me. Like that was one of the best episodes and it was not at
It
all what happened in the game, which is so funny.
No, it was totally a political
It was
tactic on HBO, and I love it.
they fucking hated each other in the game. Like Frank literally killed himself
Yes.
because he hated Bill so much.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. And I was like, you know what, HBO, way to turn this lemon into lemonade.
Yeah,
Perfect.
pretty funny. They're like yeah,
But
we know this shit's dark, but we can't go that dark. We got to make this happy somehow, at least for a little
yes.
while.
Hmm. Well, I was trying to quiz myself the other day because I've recently rewatched the first season of The
Ooh,
Last of Us.
nice. I need
Very
to do
like the
that.
past week, just like refresh my mind on what happened. And I know Caitlin Devers is going to play Abby in season 2,
Yeah,
which I think she'll do a good job acting wise. I don't think she'll be an issue with there. I do worry that they're going to completely cut out like the whole muscle
Yeah, that was the
factor.
big deal about her character, right? That she was like
Oh
a
yeah,
muscle mommy.
yeah, yeah, because she was in like the not the Fedra, the Fireflies.
And like worked
Um,
out literally every day. Yeah.
yeah, and she went through this period where she had the nasty with her friend,
Yep.
and then he turns around, he leaves her for this other tiny little scientist or more science driven woman,
Uh-huh.
and she's like, I don't like, is it like what did I do wrong? Like, is it is it the way I look,
Yeah.
or is it? So I really like that like weird sort of like internal dynamic she had, but
He got a lot of hate in the game. Like, no spoilers for people that didn't play the game, so you don't have it for the show. But I liked her
mm,
character a lot, and I actually thought The Last of Us 2 was an incredible game. I don't know what people
mhm,
expected them to do. Like, all the shocking things that happened in the first game, like, of course
mhm,
they're going to do something shocking in the second game. Like, what?
mhm.
Are you stupid? What else are they supposed to do?
I've been warming up my driver just to getting the shoulder ready
Just for
to
no
hit a
reason.
few. No,
Yeah,
just for no reason.
no reason.
But yeah, I I really liked Abby's character and her character development through the game. I know there's people that just hated her flat out because of what happened.
It makes you
But I
like
think
her. Like by the
that
end of the game, like you like her and you empathize with her, and you're like, God, man,
mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, and I kind of ended up not really liking Ellie
yeah.
by the end. 'Cause I was like, I
She's kind of a
can't
villain.
imagine. Yeah, she is. She's got that some villain character
Yeah,
in her.
no spoilies.
But yeah, no.
So
Mhm,
the chick that plays Ellie,
mhm.
I can't think of the
Bella
actress's name.
Ramsey.
Bella Ramsey, thank you. She recently opened up about like she actually has autism,
Yep.
and
I Yeah.
she didn't know it until after they filmed season one. And like
Mm.
during the filming of season one, like one of the cast members had an autistic daughter. And it was like, hey, yeah, you remind me a lot of my daughter, and she's autistic. Like, have you ever been checked?
That's crazy.
And she's like, no. What are you talking about? And she went and got checked, and sure enough, she's like, she has autism.
Really? That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yep.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, it is. Very weird.
No, I think they're a phenomenal actress. I, I don't remember if I can't remember if they're non-binary or not. But
I think she goes by
they
she. I'm pretty sure she goes by she. Yeah.
um but yeah, no,
Could be wrong.
yeah, I love them. Yeah.
They
But
they at least used to. So I don't know any if there is any recent developments there. So I'm just going back based off what I know. Because when she did the
no,
Game
you're
of
fine.
Thrones stuff, she was she, and in season one she was a
Mm,
she. So,
mm.
but it is
I
funny
can't well,
though.
I get people confused all the time in my head, so I can't remember if I was getting her confused
Well,
with
well, it is
someone else
funny.
or
It is kind of
so
funny because Ellie was based off of what's her Ellen Page. That character was based off Ellen Page, and actually the first game like looked a lot like Ellen Page, and they had
Mhm.
to not do that. They patched it to where she didn't because they're like, "Fuck
The
you, like pay me."
recognition. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Mm.
Uh, so kind of similar dynamic there, which is kind of
Mhm.
funny how that worked out.
But it's wild for sure.
Yeah.
But
But
I'm
yeah, Bella
excited to see
Ramsey,
what
great
they do.
actress.
Yeah, well, I'm also excited to see what they do with the story. They said they've changed some things with the story. I don't know what kind of things are going to
That's
change,
dangerous. I
or
don't know. Yeah. Hopefully not too
or
much.
I know. I think they ought to just keep. I know. I don't want to spoil
I
things
know
for
they're
anybody, but
keeping what happens in the beginning. I know that for a fact.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you do. Okay.
They did confirm that they're keeping that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
But I wonder if they're going to change the end a little bit. Maybe demonize Ellie less.
Mm. I don't think they should. I
I
think they
don't
should
either
keep.
because when they duke it out on the beach, like that's some raw ass shit. Like
No,
that
there's
was
a lot of
raw as
emotion
fuck.
behind
Yeah.
like and the choice that you had to whether or not to actually
Yeah.
whoop on the person I didn't want to do it.
I
I was like, I'm
know.
just gonna leave the game here and just maybe it'll just opt to no.
You just couldn't. Yeah. You just had to do it.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Yeah.
let you. Yeah. Hmm.
crazy. Mike said
Upsetting.
just eat a first aid kit. Just have a bunch of
Yeah,
first aid
what?
kits on hand. Oh, we could do like you know how to do like the candy versions of things. We could do like a gummy
Ooh.
version of a first aid kit.
We
Yeah.
could. Smart.
Yeah.
Smart. But yeah, so that's what I've been watching. Just getting ready for this upcoming season about to drop.
Nice.
Which I think they have a long first episode, I think is what I've heard.
Good. I hope so. I hope it's like. So the joke me and my good friend Rob always have like with things, especially like Marvel movies. The joke was always like, "Oh, I need, it's gonna be a 5-hour movie," and we're like, "Fucking do it, you cowards!" Because like we're here for it. If the content is good,
Yeah.
I'll sit somewhere for 10 hours and watch something. If the content's good, I don't give a shit. If it's justified, bring it, motherfucker.
It's part of the plot. We're sat.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Halk was here, and I should have talked about this earlier because he's a big Pokemon card guy. On his channel, actually, he cracks Pokemon cards. But the Pokemon, like, you can't. The scalping is just unbelievable. You can't find Pokemon cards anywhere, and it's really unfortunate because my son is really into them, and I can't even find any for him to open.
I don't know if you've seen the videos that I posted on my Instagram or not, but there's like men that like they grab like 8 to 12 boxes and they just hug them and they run out of the store with them.
Yep.
Out of like Costco or Sam's or I don't know which large sailor drops them, but yeah, and that is insane. That's like nuts to me that's happening, and then they upcharge, and oh my god, it's
people are losing money on it, like because people aren't buying them from scalpers, and I don't know when they're gonna learn, like, hey, you're not gonna make a buck off of this. But sadly, a lot of people are just cracking them and trying to get those like quote unquote lottery cards, like the prismatic with the Moonbryons, because that card's like last I saw it was like $2,500, maybe even more,
God.
which is insane.
That's wild.
I don't know. It just sucks because, like I said, I want to crack cards with my son, and I can't because I can't find any. I want to crack packs.
It takes all the fun out of like it's not fun at that point anyway. When you have to pay like an arm and a leg for something, it's not. Especially if you have kids or little ones that just want to just have something to open. I think
and I'm not gonna for Easter we're gonna get him some packs for Easter. Can't fucking find any. And it's like, man. When I was growing up, there was like no shortage of this stuff. Like you could just go to the store and get them, and for
Target,
your kids.
Walmart.
Yeah, Toys R Us had them in droves. I remember Toys R Us had huge bins of just loose packs from Booster Box of the Fossil set and second edition sets. And they just had huge bins of them just open and loose, and you could just go in there and buy a couple, like $3 a pack, and be happy. Now, can't do that at all.
That's insane.
If you go to a Walmart or Target and try to look through the trading cards, there might be a few hockey or basketball cards. There's nothing, maybe some Yu-Gi-Oh. No, you can't get Magic. You can't get Pokemon. You can't get anything. You can't hardly can find Lorcana anymore, and Lorcana wasn't even popular. People are just. I think a lot of what's happening is not just scalpers. I think people are literally stealing them. I think they're going into these convenience stores and just stuffing them down their pants and walking out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ew.
Because there's no way that they're making a profit off of buying them and reselling them. Because I know for a fact, like, think of any collector like any true collector. Who's buying from scalpers? Who?
No one.
No one you know. So who's doing it? Who's buying them?
Probably the same men that buy underwear, used undies. I don't. Hey,
listen. Japan has a market for that for a reason. Okay.
Well, might be them. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. But yeah, no, I don't know anyone that would buy from scalpers. I don't, but
they have Pokemon vending machines now where you can buy cards from them, and people are literally waiting until the stalkers stock them. They're waiting in their cars for hours until the store opens, and then they're rushing in and buying literally all of them. Somebody posted a video of a woman buying like $2,000 worth of product out of a vending machine, just literally buying the whole stock.
Hoot.
They have one of those in a Kroger that's nearby me, and I've gone twice now, and they've been completely sold out of everything both times.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
sucks.
kids, I mean, they won't experience any of the fun stuff.
No,
And, what we found fun.
and like the
Shoot.
2 limit per customer thing is like not
Mhm.
helping either. They're just sending in multiple people that they know to do it, and yeah, it's not deterring anything.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course not. Poop heads.
just sucks.
Mm.
So yeah, one last thing I want to talk about before we end with what we've been playing and what we've been we already did what we're watching, so we'll end with what we've been playing. And I'll also do a special edition what I've been reading. But so the anime season, the winter season has ended. The spring season is upon us. We have a lot of new shows rolling out. Dakota and I are going to talk about it in depth on the Great Ninja podcast. We're going to be recording it soon. But any ones you've been watching or had watched in the winter season that you want to talk about, or have you just been watching old stuff still?
I'm watching old stuff. I've been in the nostalgia kind of mood. Been watching a lot of my favorite Yu Yu Hakusho, of course, as always.
Nice.
That's like my go-to sick one. I had the flu back in February for like 2 weeks, and I think I just sat there and watched that the majority of the time I was sick.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I haven't watched anything new. Not trying to think. Yeah, no, I still need to catch up on a lot of stuff. But I am interested in watching Dungeon Meshi. I think that's right. Did I say
Yeah,
that right?
Delicious in
Okay.
Dungeon is
Was that-
their
that
American
was-
way to say it, but yeah, Dungeon
Yeah,
Meshi
okay.
is last season. Yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah.
technically it started
But-
2 seasons ago, but yeah, it continued
Okay.
into the winter season.
Okay. But yeah, nope. So nothing on my front.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's one on Netflix I think you probably need to check out. Dakota has been recommending it, and I saw it on there. It's from Wit Studio. Actually, I'm the one that brought it up because I had heard nothing about it, and then he watched it and said he loved it. I haven't started it yet because I've got a lot to catch up on, but I plan to maybe start tomorrow or tonight or something after Black Mirror. But regardless, it's called Moonrise. It's from Wit Studio. It looks amazing. Animation looks really freaking cool. Everyone go check out Page and Panel's TikTok or Instagram if you want to know a brief synopsis about it. He'll talk about it. But that one looks really cool. I have more of my Hero shirt because we have My Hero Vigilantes coming out this season. The first episode's out of that.
Very nice.
I haven't watched that yet, but I plan to. Windbreaker season 2. Very excited for that. Watched the first episode. The second episode came out today. I'm gonna be watching that. Yeah, there's some good stuff. There's a new Gundam show that's coming out, or that is out. It's on Amazon Prime. The first couple of episodes are.
Okay.
Stoked for that. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. Surprisingly though, summer is like the big hitter for anime this time around, and like that's never the case. It's always like fall and spring. But yeah, summer's got a couple really big hitters. Jujutsu Kaisen's back, Demon Slayer. So yeah, big hitters. Sabrina, hey Sabrina, she says rewatching Windbreaker now. It'd be a good rewatch. First season was very underrated, very great show. So if you don't know what Windbreaker is, it is a vigilante, or not vigilante, sorry. It is a oh God, what do they call it? Words hard.
Words. English.
What do they call it? The delinquent. Thank you. God dang it. Thank you, Sabrina. It's a delinquent anime, what they call delinquent anime. But it's not, to me, a typical delinquent anime. Yeah, there's a lot of delinquent fighting or whatever where they're like in gangs and they fight each other. But the good thing about this is like they're like it shows a lot of backstory with these characters, like what they've been through, what they're going through, why they got to where they were. They like basically see that hey, you could fight for what's good instead of just fighting because you're angry. And like the main gang or whatever, like their whole purpose is to help out the town. They're not to be like actual delinquents. They're like reverse delinquents essentially. Um, so yeah, just like the main character that it follows, I can't think of his name. Sakura, I think is his name. Uh, he he just wants to go and fight, and like uh he literally just like, oh, I want to fight whoever's the strongest. I want to become the strongest. And then
Hmm.
the guy who is the strongest is like, hey, you're looking at it all wrong. It's not about that. He's like, you need to fight for what's right. And it like changes his whole perspective, and like he completely changes his attitude and becomes this like good delinquent. And God, it's so good. It's just like so freaking wholesome, and the fight scenes are sick too. So it's like,
Well,
it's so good.
I'll have to watch it.
Sabrina says it's really good, and I was right. It is Sakura is the main character.
Very good.
I like it more than Tokyo Revengers, and I love Tokyo Revengers, but Tokyo Revengers is more of your typical delinquent anime. So
Mm. With the Yakuza.
yeah, well, but like
Yeah.
they're not really Yakuza. They're offshoot. They're like young
Mm.
gang stuff. Oh yeah, and Sakura gets embarrassed when people are nice to him. He doesn't know how to handle it because he's been mean. Everyone's always mean to him all the time before he gets there.
Oh.
And like when
Uh-huh.
people are nice to him, he's just like so embarrassed and doesn't know what to do. It's really good, really good.
Perfect.
Couldn't recommend it enough. But so yeah, we got that going on. Yeah, the anime season's in full swing. The spring season is, and yeah. So what have you been playing, video games wise?
Video games wise, I've been playing Animal Crossings, cleaning up my city,
Nice.
cleaning up my city from the weeds. They got a bit overgrown over the past few months.
Got to pick those
Um,
weeds.
yeah, but nothing really new for me. I've just been busy with con prep last month, and then since then I've been configuring a Palico plush
Okay.
together for Monster Hunter
Nice.
for the next build I'm working on. So
Nice. You
yeah.
still been working on that Samus cosplay too?
Yep. She's just slow because I've gotten a bit frustrated with her leg pieces,
I could see
of the
how.
thigh pieces mainly, because like I need to move in that outfit. And I'm trying, and so I get frustrated when I get frustrated with things. I have to put it up for a bit. So I'm just like, I'll just push it off to the side. But no, I am still working on that. I have her spine like stacked, ready to like be glued down. But
Sick.
yeah,
I'd say that's a hard
yep,
one too.
yeah. It's yeah. For me, it's not too hard to like sit down and figure stuff out. It's the configuring the mobility in the suit. Like I
Yeah.
can get the aesthetics down, no problem. But like it's because you have to move and you have to like be able to like at least bend down and pick stuff up if you drop something, you know.
Yeah,
I
for
don't want to
sure.
be like too reliant on my handler at the con, but
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yes.
I've been very excited about that one for a long time.
Hmm.
Yeah. Just Animal Crossing, nothing else.
Yeah, no, nothing else, nothing new for me. Baldur's Gate 3 I played a bit of, but it's just me, putzing around pretty much in the game,
I
making
love it.
Astarion and Halson say stuff. But yeah, no,
Building up that
nothing else.
museum.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Hmm.
Sabrina says your cosplay was on point. I agree. You had a squirrel girl. Your squirrel girl cosplay was my favorite. I'm a
Thank
huge
you, sir.
Doreen
Thank
Green
you.
fan.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you. She got a lot of hate at LexCon, believe it or not. I was like, ooh, I was like, all right, okay, easy. I'm not actually her. like,
is it because of
like
Marvel
I,
Rivals?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's because of her ultimate, and
Squirrel Stampede.
yeah. So I was like, well, all right,
It's
but
not
thank you.
that good of an ultimate. I mean, out of all the ultimates, like there are ones that are way worse. Can we talk about
Hmm.
uh the Scarlet Witch? Her ultimate's the worst.
Yep.
Hella's is really bad too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hella's, yeah. I agree. Could have done better with her.
Speaking of Hella, your Hella was great too.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Sabrina says so too. I like the Hella.
Thanks.
Yeah. I did love that you had it was Marvel Rivals themed though, your cosplays. I did like that a lot. Yeah.
Well, I started to, so I didn't get to finish making her helm, Hella's helm, but it is on the docket for me to finish. I just have to
That's a
throw the PVC
that's a
pipes in the
big
horn
piece.
and stick them on. I didn't wear her helm on Friday, one, because I didn't have help, but also because I didn't want to sit in a booth and like turn my head and knock stuff over.
No
So
doubt.
that's more of like an outside of the convention type thing where I have like handler with
Uh-huh.
me. Make sure I don't take like a child out or something.
Fuck
But
them kids, bro.
but thank you.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Did you post them to your Instagram? I took
Yeah, I
pictures of
didn't.
them, but
I don't really. My Instagram's kind of like here and there. It's spotty
okay.
for stuff. I have like a little video, but
If you check out
it's nothing big.
Nerd Bites Instagram and TikTok, she is featured in those videos. So go watch them. You can see her Hella and her Dorian Green, her squirrel girl. So
Uh,
hey, what's up, Morgan? I get to see Morgan tomorrow too.
hey,
Some Winchell's action. He's also being a baby back bitch and not going to the movie. But yeah,
bummer.
yeah. Uh, Sabrina says, I'd like to try to do cosplay a little more. Nothing crazy, but just something. You should. You absolutely
Do
should.
it.
And I
Do
think we
it.
do need to do a group cosplay to at some point. All the
Yeah,
friends. I think we should do something cool.
you should.
We did have our banana tracksuits on, me
I did see
and
that.
Morgan and Ketsoran. I think we're the only three.
You look good. You all looked phenomenal.
We got so many compliments actually. We
I love it. I love it.
I think I've had more compliments on that than anything I've ever worn in my entire life.
Listen, that's what Comic Con's for.
It
It's,
is.
just, yeah,
Yeah.
do it, and there's a good chance you'll get a compliment.
We're also featured on the video briefly, I think. Our
Hey,
jumpsuits or our tracksuits, I should say.
very nice.
Former co-host, best friend, Ketsoran, she was one of the three that did it. But yeah, so what I've been playing the shit out of Overwatch for some reason. I got sucked back into that. I
Mhm.
can't stop. It's my drug. Civ, I've been playing a lot of recently, Civ 7. Got a lot of hate, but I've been having a lot of fun with it. I don't know what people were talking about. It's a really fun game. The Binding of Isaac, per usual, been playing that here and there. Always do that. Also, Fire Emblem Engage, I'm about to beat it finally
Yeah.
after like
No.
2 years of playing it or some shit, maybe even more.
Nice.
By the way, shouts out to Morgan to being sub for 16 months in a row. Like, holy shit, bro. I love you, dog. My real best friend. He's actually is my best friend. Morgan is. Love that guy so much. Don't get to see each other enough because jobs and kids and shit. But still my best friend. Also, before we leave, speaking of video games, we've got a Halo Land scheduled for July, and this will be our second annual summer LAN. Be the second time we've done a LAN party this year. Trying to do it twice a year, once in the like for my birthday and once in the summer. So yeah, God, I can't wait for that.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all I have though. I think we covered all the big stuff. Anything you want to talk about before we leave?
No, I think we've covered it. I really want to like ruin White Lotus for everybody, but because I'm obsessed with that show, but I'm gonna keep my lips
I
shut.
promise I'll text you when I finish it so we can talk about it.
Good. You absolutely should. I'll hold
Because
you to that.
you're one of the only people I know that watch it. So yeah.
What?
Other than me,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
bummer. It's a good show.
I
I like
agree.
it.
I like it a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So you're
uh,
on episode 4?
yeah. Episode 4, maybe 5.
Ooh,
I'll tell you where I ended.
okay.
What's the black masseuse lady? Her son was about to fly in, and they just did the. He just let Walter Goggins' character just let all the snakes go, and she got bit. The one chick did.
Oh, okay. So you haven't reached like the scene.
I guess not. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, you'll know. You'll know.
Okay.
There's a surefire scene that you
Oh
reach.
boy.
But yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. I promise.
I'm excited. All right. Thanks to all the homies for jumping on and talking with us and saying hey. Can't wait to see a couple of y'all tomorrow. Yeah, we've been busy. We're gonna try to do this more consistently for sure. I think we'll be back next week. I'm pretty sure we're on the books for next week. So
Yeah.
next week we'll be back. Can't wait to see and talk to you guys then. I'm sure we'll have lots to talk about. But yeah, until next time.
Stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy. All right, bye everybody.